exploring, and so it's a perfect time.
That's what we're hoping for.
Yeah.
Get the tree down and put in some new carpet.
Exactly, yeah. Well, thank you so much for having us.
Well, you're
It's always a
welcome.
pleasure to be here.
Well, I'm glad you came today.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the morning show. Good morning, Andy.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Quite well, thank you.
A nice day. We are expecting nice weather for the next, well, unforeseeable future.
High of 61 today, but if we look outside at the Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More Skycam, you'll see sunshine. What McDonald's is that, fellas?
Huh.
Gosh, what's
West
the
Ave?
West Ave McDonald's doing over there?
That's not West
That
Ave.
can't be the West Ave McDonald's.
That's Michigan Ave. That's Michigan Ave. See Westwood Mall? On
That's
the
Michigan
right?
Ave. That's
Yeah.
that's. You guys get your. You can see Vermeulen's over that.
Yeah, you guys
Over
should
that
move here.
stock billboard there. He said it was on West Ave. It's clearly Michigan Ave.
Mm-hmm.
You can see David Barker's house. If we zoom out just a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good.
69 on Friday, 70s on Saturday and Sunday. Yesterday's high was 55.
Our weather brought to you by Hometown Heating, Cooling, and More. Visit heatandcoolwithus.com. Thanks to Tina and the entire team at Hometown Heating and Cooling.
Well, if you haven't gotten the Disney bug out of you,
Like this, what do you mean?
well,
Oh,
we've
like
got
your
not
stomach
that
bug?
kind of bug, not that bug. Cedar Point will be opening their season, their 154th season this weekend, Saturday, May 6th. They have some new things. This is the new Wild Mouse spinning family roller coaster. So it goes around and the cars spin.
Wild Mouse, how about that?
Yeah, 52 feet tall, reaches speeds of 35 miles an hour.
You might be able to do that little ride.
It's a nod to the historic namesake. It used to have that, the Wild Mouse, remember? It went away.
Nope, I
Came
don't.
back. And the boardwalk is going to be the whole stretch of park that will be along the Lake Erie shoreline with some new rides and attractions, a giant pavilion. So it started as, a escape on the shores of Lake Erie 154 years ago.
I'm surprised you are talking about it so much because you're afraid of coasters.
No, I had a blast on what was the name of the ride?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't think, if we go to Cedar Point, I don't know that you'll be invited. I'm worried about you. Because you can't ride a roller coaster and then take a 3-hour break on a bench every time.
That's not what happened
You just
at
can't.
all. You recall, I was sick. I was starting to become sick, and the roller coaster shook me into sickness.
I guess so.
No, I had a blast. It was a great.
Yeah, it's great. I
time.
think we should. I have not been to Cedar Point since I was 19 years old, which is almost a long time ago. So, but my daughter's getting to that age where it feels like we're gonna have to go to the Cedar. Is it Cedar Fair? Cedar Point? What's it called?
Cedar Point.
Cedar Point. Okay. Good. Looking forward to that. Did you watch Chicago Fire last night? Because I forgot.
Did they play the Celtics?
No, but I watched that too. And even though that game got out of hand, I still had it on the TV.
Huh.
Yeah. So, no, I forgot to watch Chicago Fire. So hopefully Noah can tell me what happened. He's been watching all the Chicago Fires.
Well, I knew we were going to watch the Chicago Fire because Jackson College professor has a recurring role in Chicago Fire.
She plays the secretary, Jenny.
Yes, and so we were watching from about 9:30 to 9:50, and then we realized we were watching Chicago Med, and where is she? And
They should change the name of one of those to like Louisville or Baltimore.
well, then they wouldn't be able to do the crossover episodes.
Baltimore Med. Now that
Yeah,
would be
that
a
would
very
be-
good show for anyone that's been to Baltimore. Good job at axe throwing yesterday.
Oh, thank you.
That
yeah.
was fun. Yeah, we.
actually surpassed you in axe throwing skills. Yesterday, Andy and Rachel from Experience Jackson were filming an Experience Jackson episode, and I tagged along to.
This is
throw.
right before I killed Adam. Actually, they have evidence. Could you not play that when sheriff and detective are here, please, guys? Adam's not here today.
What a cool place.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and you don't have to try and overpower it, do you? Do we have any of our little clips, Noah?
No, it's like bowling or golf. You don't try.
There's me. I did that on purpose just for a
That was about your.
bit. Could you
fifth-
run that back, Noah? That was so bad of me.
That was your 5th or 7th attempt. It did not work.
So embarrassing. And then Rachel in the lane next to me sticks a bullseye while I did that. How about my child? Do we have my child? My child was pretty good at it.
Ella is actually the best of all of us.
Yeah, she is.
First time.
First time. You can hear me laughing.
And I think that was.
I tell you what, sometimes after axe throwing, you do need a gospel concert.
Very popular place and quite an attraction.
Lucas has been with his family. I
They
think,
have a lot of young people
Yeah.
that are really good at it.
what do you think the minimum age is?
I'd say pretty young.
Give me
I've
a-
seen
give-
a lot of, maybe 7.
You're
8
right.
years old.
You're right. Yep, 7. Yep, you
7.
hit that right on the number there.
We've got some news on the economy. There are some signs that the economy is getting better despite the Federal Reserve raising interest rate by 1/4 point yesterday. The prediction is that's the last of it.
I've heard that
And
before.
good news, Ford today reporting $1.76 billion profit in
Ooh.
the first quarter. Mostly from gas-fueled cars.
You don't say.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't say.
In fact, its electric vehicle division lost $722 million. And they say it's okay because it's a startup. So.
Yeah, well, it'll get there. We have a lot of our employees that are ready to buy electric cars, but just not anywhere to plug them in yet, so
Some
we're
big
working on
cash
that.
incentives you can get. I think the federal government will contribute something like $7,500 toward the purchase of an EV. So, but it's trucks and SUVs, gas trucks, gas SUVs that are driving the market. And with prom season, the stretch limo, it's gone.
Well, those are bad news anyways. I think those are, I
Yeah.
think, what the heck's this?
This is a limo. Actually, some kids in Oregon
Looks like Jackson a little bit.
at Camas High School. Sherman Bynum and his friend Sam Tetro spent months planning for the big day. They wanted to they wanted to go to the prom in a World War II military tank, and guess what they did?
They did it.
Yes, he's a history buff. They spent the whole year trying to find a tank. They used GoFundMe to raise money to pay for the cost of running this 1942 Stuart tank that was actually used in World War II. And they got permission from the authorities and the school, and they were allowed to come to the prom. in a tank.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder if any of our local superintendents would allow that, because that would be fun. I think someone's got a rich father and they set it up. That's all that is, right there. Obviously.
You know how they travel to the prom at Hanover Horton?
Yes, I do. Tractor.
Tractors.
That's right. That's right. And I'm allowed to say that
Yeah.
because I played baseball in Hanover Horton, so I'm an honorary Hanover Hortonian.
But the stretch limo's gone away because of a couple of
big
bad
accidents,
accidents.
yeah.
But now it's the big thing is the big black SUVs.
Oh yes.
The
yes.
FBI
Yep.
style, the
Yep.
presidential.
Yep. Big time. Yeah. So we had a limousine for our for prom. I remember that, and it was fun though. It was a lot of fun. I would like to introduce you to the newest Florida man.
Florida man.
Florida man. Yesterday he was a Florida boy, and today he's a Florida man. Mason Green has turned 18 years old today. Mason, the son of one of our original JTV sports commentators, Matt Green. And I remember when Mason was born, and somehow he's 18 and headed off to college. So I know Matt's watching from Florida, so happy birthday, Mason.
Wow, he's got those Matt Green striking good looks.
He does, and he's going to play college football next year. So that's awesome.
Awesome. I remember when he was just a little guy. And
I remember when he was just like a little fella. Yeah, just a little fella. You could sit him up right here, and now he's the newest Florida man.
We'll follow his career.
Yes, we will, for sure.
This weekend is the first of 2 plant sales at the Jackson Area Career Center. Agri-Science Department and FFA are having this plant sale from 8 till noon. Drive around the back of the Career Center where you'll find greenhouses and students ready to help as you select from annuals, perennials, vegetables, herbs, hanging baskets. It's like a hanging basket paradise. And by the way, the vegetables, it's vegetable plants. You
Oh.
won't actually be able to buy
It's not
produce.
a farmer's market.
No, not a farmer's market.
What's a perennial? Is that?
Well, annuals
I know what an annual is.
and a perennial is the opposite of it. Perennial comes back every year. Annual just, I think it's once.
What?
One and done. I
Really?
don't know.
Annual, I would think it would come every year, right? And perennial is
It's like
Every other year?
What's the difference between semi-annual and biannual?
well, semi-annual could be more than 2.
Semi-monthly and bi-monthly.
I don't know. We'll get to the bottom of it for sure. Hey, Lansing Sexton, you heard of that school?
Mm-hmm.
They have a new logo, and it is that's their block ass. But their new mascot is a dog, and it is
Just the dog?
yeah, it's just the dog, the J-Dubs. How about that? The mascot was voted on and passed by students, school, board, everybody else. The block S will remain the same. They were the Sexton Big Reds, and now they are Sexton J-Dub. And that's the dogs. That's J-Dub, the mascot. Of course, J.W. Sexton, the name of the school. The
Yeah, they used
dog.
to be the Big Reds.
Now they're the J-Dubs.
J-Dubs?
Mm-hmm.
The J-Dubs, they're not the dogs. They're the J-Dubs.
Yeah.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow,
Yeah, and if I'm wrong, so be it.
interesting.
I am correct. I like it.
Yeah. it's
Why
cool.
not? Why not? Why not? Why not?
Further up north, Flint schools, they made a change this week. Their school board voted 7-0 to ban backpacks. No more backpacks in
Perfect.
Flint schools for the rest of the year, including those made of the clear plastic.
I think what's going to happen is in the future, when you walk into school, they'll hand you an iPad, they'll hand you some hand sanitizer, and then they'll hand you like a lunch ticket, and then you'll go in, and when you leave one day, you'll turn your iPad back in. You won't have your lunch ticket because you used it, and you'll do it all over the same day.
Well, with the number of books being banned, maybe there won't be any books to
Hey,
carry around.
You
in the
might be right.
backpack.
What's going to happen to libraries?
I don't know. They'll turn into media centers. Remember when Jacobson's, the people that worked, the women that worked at Jacobson's, the sales clerks, they had to, when they went to work, they had to take their purse empty the contents into a clear plastic purse. And that's what they had to carry around while they worked.
Why's that?
So you could see their lipstick, you could see their personal items. You could
Feminine products, maybe?
Yes.
Interesting.
And I guess that was to
Prevent shoplifting.
prevent shoplifting, keep the staff from stealing.
Jackson
So-
County Museum Day is coming up. You got an opportunity to check out. We have over 10 museums here in Jackson, so check them out. Every museum is free. Saturday, May 13th. You can visit experiencejackson.com for more info and a complete list of all the participating museums, but of course, Ella Sharp Museum, Lost Rail Museum, Michigan Military Heritage Museum, to name a few.
Why didn't the men's salespeople have to wear clear plastic pants so that they couldn't see they're stealing things? That's why Jacobson's isn't here anymore.
I don't know. That's interesting.
Well, guess what?
The men probably had a private locker room.
Probably, yes. It was class separation. So we have high school sports.
Yes.
They're back.
They're back, and I have
They're
the information to read on this paper for our Extreme Dodge scoreboard. I see Jeff Bontrager over there, so if there's any Northwest losses in here, I won't read them. Baseball. We had a lot. Gosh, there was a lot going on. Baseball, Grass Lake split with Dundee. Adrian took 2 over Jackson. Lumen Christi beat Harper Creek. Napoleon and Michigan Center split. In softball, Saline beat Jackson 22-0. Girls track and field, Concord at Springport. Homer was the class of that meet. They took 80 points to Concord's 27 and Springport 19. Hanover Horton won their tri-meet. Western won their meet as well. And Napoleon also had a great night in track and field. Girls soccer. We had a lot of girls soccer too. Columbia Central 2, Onstead Zip. Grass Lake 8, Jonesville 0, Lumen Christi and Hastings tied. Harper Creek 4, Northwest 0. Western 7, Penfield 1, Manchester over Hanover 13-0, and Tecumseh 6-1 over Jackson. And there's your boys golf. Lumen Christi took first in the Harper Creek Jamboree. That was at Binder Park, and Jeff tells me they need more wayward signs because he got lost out there on the course.
Again.
There's tennis. Chelsea. We had a live update, Noah and I, from this match last night. Very, very interesting update. Chelsea did win 7-1, and there's the rest of the scores there. Northwest won in tennis 6-2.
A lot tonight, too.
A lot tonight. Here's what's coming up on deck for May 4th. May 4th.
May the 4th
May
be with
4th. Come on, Lucas. You should be on that. Baseball, we've got 3 games, couple softball games, track and field. Northwest is hosting Lumen Christi at 4:30, and girls soccer, Lumen Christi home, and some girls tennis matches all coming up on deck. Thanks to Extreme Dodge for helping us bring you all of the scores, highlights, and more. The only place to find all of that information in Jackson County.
Half dozen photo galleries from last night's action by JTV's Jeff Steers and Sarah Scaife online at jtv.tv, Jackson County's most visited website. Yeah, Star Wars Day, May the 4th be with you. And so you're going to do something Guardians of the Galaxy? Andy thinks Guardians of the Galaxy is a Star Wars franchise. Or he did until...
I did until I rode the roller coaster and saw that it wasn't.
Who's on today's show?
We got a wonderful show lined up. Jeff Bontrager is up next.
With over 16,000 completed Sonneborn smiles, Dr. Sonneborn is the most experienced orthodontist in the region. We work hand in hand with every dental practice for your convenience and confidence. The staff of Dr. Sonneborn's office is trained to provide efficient, high-quality care. We strive to make each and every visit as pleasant as possible, working towards your dream smile. We take pride in our training, and the care we provide is second to none. Visit our welcoming staff and atmosphere, where we focus not only on teeth, but faces and smiles too. over 30 years as Jackson's most experienced and trusted orthodontist. Visit us today at 1415 West Argyle Street in Jackson or our second location in Battle Creek.
Dive into the rich history, art, and culture that Jackson County has to offer during the return of Experience Jackson's Jackson County Free Museum Day. On Saturday, May 13th, from 10 until 4, you can visit any combination of 10 participating Jackson County museums at no charge, featuring tours, kids' activities, historical demonstrations, and more. Coming Saturday, May 13th. Map out your Jackson County Free Museum Day plan at experiencejackson.com.
Our new Express Oil Changes and More building has been a huge success. Not only do we have the best oil change prices, we top off fluids and do a 33-point inspection. All while you enjoy fresh-baked cookies, coffee, and popcorn in our new lounge. This month is our Jeep Freedom Day sales event with special pricing on all new Jeeps. Stop out to Extreme Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jackson, just off I-94 exit 141, or online at extremedodge.com.
Oh yeah! The PIC Center is an independent practice that has provided care to the Jackson area for over 25 years. Doctors O'Neill and Cack supervise antibiotic infusions, as well as those for many other conditions, such as inflammatory bowel, joint, and lung disease, anemia, and multiple sclerosis. Our modern facility is open 7 days a week, and the infusion staff will make you feel right at home. Let your doctor know you have a choice where you receive your next infusion. Remember, when you've picked us, you've picked the best.
Do you do landscaping?
Yes, we do. Our landscaping is creative and innovative. We'll make sure your yard is beautiful.
Do you do irrigation systems?
Yes, our irrigation systems are top of the line and will be designed to fit your watering needs.
What about lawn care?
We do that too. Our lawn care services will continue to keep your yard healthy and help it grow. Wilcox Lawn and Landscaping, serving South Central Michigan since 1986.
Today's show is brought to you by Vermeulen's Home Furnishing and Sonneborn Orthodontics. Thanks to those great companies for helping us bring you today's show. With us now, waving his mug around, is the superintendent from Northwest, Jeff Bontrager. Thank you for always waving around.
Which camera is it?
You're on all of them, really.
All right, okay.
Yeah, perfect.
The morning show.
You have a couple of those?
You know, I do. I like, the only mug I like more is the one that has the NW on it.
Okay, all right.
Maybe we could, join forces.
Yeah, fair enough. I noticed we both have stickers on the back of our phones there.
Yes.
Huh.
Yeah.
That's good.
Huh.
Great men think alike.
That's correct. Yes.
You're gonna have to get.
It's free.
Do you have room? Do you have room for a JTV sticker on there?
If I maybe rearrange.
Let's do that.
Sometimes it's time to change the furniture in the living room.
I'll give you $50.
Same type of thing. Okay.
The countdown is 24 days till it's all over, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Sounds about right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, another year went fast, right?
It sure did. The funny thing is after spring break, it really flies. I was at a top teachers event the other night, and somebody was saying, "Well, you must be winding down." I said, "Well, spring and fall in schools are crazy. There's no winding down until it's just
the last day."
Yeah.
Yeah, and you had I think three top teachers.
2 this year.
Two.
Yeah.
2.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Kidder and Northwest Early Elementary.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was at Vista Grand Villa, I was telling you yesterday, with some Randy Watts and some of the Mountie Robotics team, and they are working in the computer lab there to help show some of the seniors how to be able to connect via Zoom, log on, and some things like that, and
Program the remote.
Things like that.
Well,
yeah, help with the phone and stuff and things, and just help some of those residents be better connected across their families.
I tell you what, Andy, that it is huge. It's paramount that that school districts, and that's why I'm so proud of what we're doing, are really involved in community pieces. Because with the surge of social media and so on, you know, so many times it's very easy for entities to live within themselves, so to speak, and not really get out and connect. And that's a great example, not only with that tech piece, but we've also partnered with agriculture, with a greenhouse project. And the end goal on this is, yes, it's great as far as producing food, but I feel like what's even more important is the fact that it gives the opportunity for our senior citizens to work with our young people and so on. And that's a win-win relationship. You know, it's for kids to start understanding the history and how important it is with our senior citizens, but also that for our senior citizens to see, wow, there are some really great young people out there with some great minds and great potential. So it's been fun. It's been
One
exciting.
of the gentlemen that we were talking to, retired Consumers Energy vice president and retired in 1990, and just watching him interact with those kids, how impressed he was with them was pretty cool. And of
Dave
course,
Wells?
And of course, those kids have no idea who they were talking to.
Right.
You know, great businessman and engineer. So yeah, it was pretty cool watching them work together.
Yeah, kids get just as much out of it as the Vista Granville residents.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Well, 1990, if he retired in
Oh my
1990, put it in perspective, that's when I graduated from college. So
I thought you were going to say grade school.
Yeah.
So we have the special education millage pass, and that's
great.
good news for all Jackson County school districts.
It really is. You know, a lot of people don't understand that. Another great example of Jackson County just is a fantastic place to live. You know, our ISD, which is very rare, I want to make sure I point that out, is what's very rare is they use this millage as pass-through money, which is unique. That doesn't normally happen in counties. And what I mean by that is there's a proration depending on what the year and what the revenue stream is and so on. But the money runs through the ISD, but then we are compensated per school district depending on what programs, number of kids, and so on, with reimbursement of funds for our special ed programs. So that's big.
Yeah.
So to put it in perspective, you know, that's around $1.8 million, give or take, depending on the year, for Northwest. Which, if that wasn't the case, it wouldn't be the fact that we discontinue programs. It would be that we would have to make up that
cuts other
that
places,
money
possibly.
and make it happen. So we appreciate the relationship with the locals, with the ISD. It's always been just it's a great situation. So,
Did you see there's a new coffee shop on campus?
There's a new coffee shop.
oh yes, you know, I was there again on Tuesday. When I leave here, I'm gonna probably they open up at 11 o'clock.
Do you pay?
I sure do, but it's what a great, not only a great place with the new commons area. So as you see right there, there's the coffee shop where the double doors are. And it used to be back in the day like a snack shop that was off the old cafeteria. And but we get our coffee, and then there is a commons area. So
Does Judy pay for her own coffee?
you know, I don't know if she does or not. She's too busy probably to drink coffee, but yeah.
That's cool.
Yep, Judy O and Hadley Houghton, they're just doing a great job, and that was the first customer. If I would have known the side angle, I would have held my breath a little bit. but yeah, I got the first cup of Joe there. It was a hot black coffee.
Perfect.
It was delish. They also have iced coffee, flavored coffees. I thought
Look at
everybody's waiting.
He likes it.
Yes.
Mikey
Good
likes
stuff.
it.
Yes. I was going to do a double thumbs up, but my hands were full of
you don't want to drop the coffee.
So yeah, it was. But again, what a great situation. You know, with school security and so on. It's made it a little tricky, but what they do every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, they work with individual classes to come down at certain times. But what we're looking at too is the possibility of if we know ahead of time, a group can come in and they get their IDs checked and so on, so they can kind of expand out into the community.
Very cool.
Northwest has a bond proposal coming up on the August
We
ballot.
sure do. It's a time frame that I want to stress there, the 0 mil increase from the previous year. 0 mil increase. We're 10 years out. The reason we have this opportunity, we're 10 years out from the when we passed the two bond proposals with the $10 million and $30 million. So we're at a point where we were able to refinance the bonds and get a better rate. So it came in at 0.21 mils, which if we pass that, it will keep our millage rate at 4.08. And we're able to pull out $21.5 million for improvements. To me, this is something that, wow, what an opportunity for our district, for our voters. So the millage rate would remain the same. However, it would generate the $21.5 million. And we're able to touch every building. In general, it's about creating space, classroom space. It's about renovation and creation of restrooms that we go back to original restrooms. And then some specific things such as cafeteria space at the middle school, new band and choir room at the high school. The high school also, it would create a bigger space, larger space for our STEM program, STEM, robotics, our manufacturing program. So, it's going to touch every building, and it's a wonderful opportunity. And some people, will ask, like, well, how do you generate $21.5 million from zero? Well, the reality of it is, if we don't capture this moment, the millage rate will drop, and we're already low at 4.08. People are like, well, if you want lower taxes, we're talking $21 a year. That is with a $100,000 home that it would drop. So, I mean, you wouldn't even notice that type deal. However, this is a great opportunity to keep that millage rate the same and create some opportunities for us to continue in the direction of greatness.
All right, we'll be hearing, I'm sure, more about that. And you can find information at nwschools.org. Great to see you, Jeff.
It's always a pleasure. Hey, can we do this again sometime soon?
Very soon.
Okay, perfect.
We are
Northwest.
Go
Mounties!
Superintendent Jeff Bontrager. Morning show continues after this.
With 5 local dealers and over 300 vehicles on site, the American One Spring Car Sale is the best way to vehicle shop. Deals are happening from May 17th through the 20th at the Westwood Mall in Jackson. Now through May 31st, we are also choosing 2 people per month to each win 3 loan payments on us. See any American One branch for full promotional details or to get pre-approved today and discover why American One is home of the auto loan experts.
are conveniently located throughout South Central Michigan with convenient hours of operation. We pride ourselves on our fast and friendly service to get you going on your way. We're here when you need us. Full service and fully stocked stores, fresh hot premium coffee, and cappuccino. All Kelly Express Marts are staffed with friendly, knowledgeable people committed to providing the highest level of service. Kelly Express Mart.
Over time, we've seen more and more people frustrated with their dental benefits. They thought that because they had dental insurance, they'd be well taken care of. Well, that's exactly what the insurance companies want you to believe. They figured out a way to collect your premiums while continuing to limit your choice of doctor and your choice of treatment. There's not one company better than the others. They've created an environment where dentists diagnose treatment or recommend care based upon your insurance dollars available. That's not the way people should be treated, and we think there's a better way. We put the interest of you and your family first. We take the time with you to figure out how to get the care you need, whether it's with your insurance or not.
We are Dentistry by Design, and our mission is to make excellent dental care a joy. Please call, visit the website, or drop by the office. We'd love to answer any questions you may have. And be sure to ask about our exclusive membership program to help you save on the cost of your dental care.
Are you struggling with your mental health? We can help at Michigan Psychological Care. We are here to help strengthen your relationships, your interpersonal connections, and help you find yourself. Contact us today to live the life you've always dreamed.
Welcome back to the morning show. Joining us now from the Jackson County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Gary Schutte and Detective Bree Tucker. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Bart.
Morning.
Morning, Andy.
How are you guys doing?
Good.
So great opportunity to be able to connect with law enforcement. And, I was thinking today, it's got to be pretty important for law enforcement to be able to connect with the community because it's not always easy.
Absolutely. It's probably one of the most important things that we need to do. And frankly, we haven't done a great job of it here recently. Mm-hmm. And that's why I think it's important to have people like Detective Tucker, to my right, on our force, because she really reaches out to the community in every way imaginable.
Yeah.
She brings ideas to me all the time about things that we can do to reach either the children in the community, people that maybe don't have a lot in the community, and just outreaches altogether. And she's got a huge heart and a lot of passion for it, and she's done a wonderful job.
And Detective, you're out there. You see the needs of the community. Tell us a little bit about kind of why you want to help the community on top of your role as detective with the Sheriff Department.
I've always liked doing that. That's just something that I have a passion for, and like just being when I worked the road before I came up in the Detective Bureau, I just liked being able to communicate with the people that I ran into on the road and just sit there and talk with them and just be able to see what they're going through and stuff like that.
You know, we watch a lot of British crime shows, and the women detectives always outsmart the men detectives.
Is that the case locally?
It is. I'll say it. She probably won't. I'll tell you a little story about Detective Tucker, and I'm going to embarrass her.
Oh, great.
So, you had Sergeant Freeman on, and the wonderful thing that he did with the blind gentleman a little while ago. One of the things that drew my attention when I first became sheriff to Detective Tucker was her outreach with a young lady and a small child who had run out of gas, didn't have anywhere to go, and she'd actually put them in a hotel room for the night and took care of them. I won't expand on it any further than that, but this is the kind of stuff that nobody hears about.
Right.
And not only did she take care of that lady and her child, but she's in the middle of the police memorial. She does a prayer vigil for the police officers every year. We're having it this year on, it's the 21st this year, is that correct?
The vigil,
It's a Sunday. And she's intimately involved in our car seat drive. She was the pioneer in that. And she's also involved in, I shouldn't say involved in it, I mean, she is the one who's spearheading this open house that we're doing on June 5th. So she's a huge asset to the
So
Jackson
this open
Sheriff's
house,
Office.
someone wanted me to ask if there would be a dunk tank at the open house.
There is. There's going to be a dunk tank there.
Awesome.
Rumor is that the undersheriff is going to be in it.
Simpson?
I don't want to confirm or deny that, but that's the rumor.
Oh, okay, all right.
So
that would be be good. Let's talk a little bit about the police or the law enforcement memorial May 10th. We've been able to attend a lot. Obviously, it's close to us. It's important for the families, but it's also important for you both and your teams to see the community attend these events. Talk a little bit about that.
Sure. I think as a police officer, you go out there and handle some of the things that are unspeakable in a lot of ways. We always talk about getting shot at and shooting and the fear of death or the threat of assault or whatever the case may be. And of course, that's something that's there. And Law Enforcement Memorial Day for the 15th of May is set aside for just that. The important thing about this memorial is not only that, but it's also recognizing the trauma that we see day in and day out. One time when I was working, I went into the emergency room and I was dealing with the doctor on a particular case, and he mentioned to me, the trauma that this young child had gone through on this particular incident. And I said, well, geez, Doc, you're dealing with this. I'm not sure how you do it. And he says, you're not sure how I do it? He says, I move on to the next one after this. You live with it, you go and talk with the family, you do the notifications, and then you wait until it goes to court, and then you live it all over again. He said, I don't do any of that.
Yeah.
And I thought that was a pretty profound statement. And the reality of it is, that's what goes on. Day in and day out, you see those broken arm kids, those broken head kids, and those dead kids.
Yeah.
And it does have a profound effect on you. When people come out and support us during these memorial situations, it's a huge uplifting event for us.
Well, I hope the community can come out and support and attend some of these events. And the open house is going to be fun. Tell us a little bit about what people can expect for the Jackson County Open House and Fun Fest.
So the open house is Sunday, June 4th from 12 to 4. We're going to have it in the courthouse parking lot right across the street from the sheriff's office. So it's just kind of a community relations event for us, a way for the law enforcement officers at the sheriff's office to get to know their community members. A few of events that we're going to have is the dunk tank, and the officers are the ones that are getting dunked. We'll have foot races with the officers.
Oh, wow.
3-point contest with the officers,
Cool.
free face painting, so there'll be quite a bit out there.
Awesome. Who's the best basketball player in the department?
Oh, there's quite a few of them.
Yeah, Gus Macker.
I know. That's going to be fun. It's going to be a good time. So
We'll be able to flip on the lights and siren.
Absolutely.
Will I be able to come there and get in a foot race with Under Sheriff Simpson?
I would love that. Yes, please do.
I would love that. Yeah, that would be fun.
Detective, that's got to be a fascinating job. Do you specialize in certain types of cases, or what's it like to be a detective in the sheriff's department, Bree?
Oh, it's busy and stressful. Between just my caseload and then doing these events, it's been a lot, but I enjoy it.
It's great.
So.
Well, we appreciate all you guys do day in and day out, the jobs that each and every one of you have. There's no way I could do it. And we appreciate there are men and women that put on their best every day for us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank
really,
you both.
really appreciate your support.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you.
From Jackson County Sheriff's Department, Sheriff Gary Schutte and Detective Bree Taylor. Oh, Tucker, I'm sorry, Bree.
It's okay.
I wouldn't make a very good detective. More of the morning show after this.
Center for Family Health is proud to announce that all 4 of our school health center locations have reopened and are accepting new patients. We recognize the importance of making sure kids have access to medical and mental health care. When their basic needs are met, kids are better prepared to focus on learning and be present in school. Families thrive when everyone has access to quality health care, so patients of all ages are welcome. Parkside, Northeast, Jackson High, and Northwest Health Centers provide primary medical care and mental health services in convenient locations throughout the community. Call us today to make your appointment or for more information. Center for Family Health, opening the door to health care for all.
As a proud partner of Frankenmuth Insurance, Barker Weber operates under 5 distinct values.
Integrity. We will be honest and fair.
Stewardship. We commit to responsible management.
Empathy. We understand how you feel.
Mutual respect and trust. You'll always be our valued partner.
Dedication. We'll work for you wholeheartedly.
Barker Weber and Frankenmuth Insurance, your local insurance solution.
MVP Sports has been providing the Jackson area with the finest custom apparel and select promotional items since 2006. We can take your corporate event, Employee Appreciation Day, or golf outing to the next level with expertly crafted shirts, hats, jackets, coolers, and even golf bags. As always, you can count on MVP for all your sports and school apparel too. No matter what your needs, MVP Sports has the equipment, knowledge, and expertise to make sure every order comes out just right. Whether it's embroidery or screen print, with outstanding customer service and design services, we make outfitting your crew or team a breeze. Stop in today and let's turn your ideas into reality. MVP Sports Store, 5000 Ann Arbor Road in Jackson.
Mother's Day is coming up right around the corner, and I had a chance to go to Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory to see all the new stuff they have for the moms. Happy Mother's Day. I'm with Claudina at Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory, and we're all getting ready to celebrate moms.
Yes.
It's an exciting time of year.
It is. Yep.
Tell me, what is hot for moms this year?
Always chocolate.
Always chocolate, right?
Always chocolate.
You know what I think? Sometimes moms say they don't want chocolate, but they really do.
They really do,
Yeah.
secretively. Yes.
So you guys have it all here, whether it's fudge, truffles, caramels. I mean, so many things to choose from.
Yes.
What's the best way to do it? What's the best way to pick stuff out here?
Well, there's so many choices, just
Yeah.
like you said. We can have boxes of chocolate already prepared.
Right, I see some of
for
those.
those
Yeah.
that just want to, I don't know, so they just
Yeah.
want to grab and go. But we also have some friendly staff on hand
Yes.
that are, they kind of know what they're doing.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they'll be able to help pick out that assortment.
Yeah, it's nice. I've come in a few times and you say, well, what is the person like? What type of, and you kind of go through it and you can weed out some and then
Yes.
add some, so it's
Yes.
fun. But the variety of flavors and the fudge, I just saw peanut butter and jelly fudge. What's the orange fudge you have going on back there?
So that one we normally don't bring out until closer to summer,
Okay.
but we had a customer that absolutely loves it, and
Yeah.
he was calling constantly.
Really?
Is it out yet?
It's
Is it out
out.
yet?
It's out.
So yes,
Okay.
that is our orange cream. Yeah,
Awesome.
it tastes like a creamsicle.
Who doesn't love a creamsicle?
Right.
Yeah, it's awesome. Mother's Day things everywhere in sight here. You've got a little special something that I'm interested in. It has to do with gold in a ticket.
Yes.
Tell me, what's
Yes.
going on?
Well, you remember Willy Wonka,
Of course.
don't you?
I've always
who
wanted
doesn't?
the golden ticket.
The golden ticket. Well, we have that.
You're kidding me.
We have golden ticket. So it's a contest that we're running. So anybody here in our community can come in once a day
Okay.
and get one of these. We will, of course, keep the other one.
Okay.
They could come in once a day.
Once a day?
Yeah,
All right,
we're
well, here-
open Monday through Saturday from 10 to 6.
Okay.
Can come in once a day, and they can enter in our drawing.
I need to know, when does the drawing end?
So we're going to be doing it monthly.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
So what will
So-
what will the golden ticket winner get monthly?
Yeah. So they're going to get so the grand prize once we draw on June 1st.
Okay.
We're going to draw one lucky winner that's going to receive a free half-pound of fudge once a month for an entire year.
For a year?
For a year.
Oh my
yes.
gosh. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane. I hope your orange creamsicle customer doesn't win, so he has to keep coming in. For a year, so you're going to do that every month?
Every month.
Oh my
Yes.
gosh. It's like you could win a Fudge of the Month club.
Right.
Absolutely
Yeah.
awesome. And you said a pound?
A half pound.
A half pound?
Yep, 2 squares.
Good. Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
So I'm going to be in here every day, obviously.
Yes, you are.
Of
Yep.
course, if I win, people will think it's fixed, but
Right.
maybe I'll write someone else's name down and then see. So that's cool. So people can just come in. Is there a
Yeah,
purchase?
they can come in, bring in their family, and
Any
everyone gets a
purchase-
ticket.
Any purchase necessary?
No purchase necessary.
Okay, that's crazy. I can't wait.
On your way home from work, stop in. We give you a ticket.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're going to win 6 pounds of fudge over the course of the year. That's awesome. Well, let's take a look at some other stuff. So Mother's Day items right in the front of the store, easy. All you have to do is walk in, take a left, and I mean, it's right at your fingertips. I love these
Right there.
pre-made baskets you have, gift
Yes.
baskets ready to go.
Yep, we always have something ready to go.
Yeah.
And then we also have some that are just kind of pre-made. So if you have that idea in mind that I know Mom likes this,
Yeah.
then we can just go and
Go from there.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's
Mhm.
very cool. So
Yeah.
one of the things that you guys have put in here that I know everyone likes are these candy buttons.
Yes, we made a nice little arrangement with these boxes to give Mom something a little vintage.
Right.
Like these, the rock candy.
Oh, yeah.
We have the bridge mix. But look at also what we have here. We have our fudge that is made right here in
Yeah.
our kitchen, and we put it in a Michigan-shaped cookie cutter.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. So Mom, when she's baking, wants to make up some
Perfect.
Michigan cookies.
Yeah, perfect.
She can use the cookie cutter.
I thought you weren't supposed to get your mom a kitchen utensil for Mother's Day. I guess this doesn't really count. It's a fun one to use.
Yeah.
Very cool. Very, very cool. And you guys have you have Mother's Day cards as well.
We do.
You don't need to stop anywhere
Right.
else. You get your Mother's Day card here, and let me tell you,
Right
this
here.
is a pro tip. Pro tip. Listen, $2.50 with purchase. And I don't know that you can get a card under $7.99 anywhere.
I know.
And you guys
they
have good cards.
skyrocketed.
Yeah.
Yes, they are very beautiful.
Plenty
and
to
colorful.
choose from. Plenty to choose from. Well, it's not just moms. It's not just Valentine's Day. I mean, you guys have gifts for all occasions.
All occasions.
I'm thinking we're getting ready to end school. Your teacher needs a gift. You have
Yes.
a parent that has an anniversary. Did you get a new pet?
Yes.
Did you? Oh, I love this for the dog lovers. So there's
Yes.
so many occasions to buy gifts for people. This would make a great graduation party gift too, kind of a custom, nostalgic throwback. You could do some cool candy. So
Yes,
so many
you
things.
could.
So many things you can do here. We're gonna spin over this way because I want you to show me some of the corporate stuff and other
Okay.
gift boxes you have.
Okay.
We're now in the corporate gift giving and general gift giving area of Jackson Candy and Fudge, and I want to show my favorite right here. Look at this one that is prepared. So companies can come in, and we do this, but you can come in and get something for your staff, or
Yes.
as just a corporate gift.
Yes, they can bring in some of their own items that they have: mugs, pens, shirts,
Yeah.
koozies.
And we even have Jackson coffee, and you guys will custom label the coffee too.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very cool. Behind you here, more of the gift section, and I think this is really appealing because there's really not a lot of places to get things like this, and with the cool, unique packaging that you have, and of course local. Talk a little bit about what you guys have done with the gift experience here at Jackson
Yes,
Candy.
this is pretty unique. I love this little baby section, and I don't know what's going on in the air, but it has been really popular the past couple of weeks.
A lot of babies, you say. Yeah.
I have two friends that I'm like watching both of them to see which one's going to be the next one. But so these have also been a great idea for like baby showers as like that door prize. We've had some of that. But you know, moms worked really hard getting those babies delivered. So I mean, a nice little treat for her and dad. We can't leave the dads out.
Yeah, I mean, you can get dad, you know, here's what you should get dad. Follow me over here. This is what you should get dad, and it's the greatest deal in town. It's the old-fashioned candy piece. And how much is this?
79 cents.
79 cents. You can't get anything anywhere for less. So,
yes.
Claudina, thank you so much. Thanks for all you're doing and helping us with the holidays that we're celebrating here in Jackson.
You're welcome. My pleasure.
Jackson Candy and Fudge Factory. Mother's Day is coming up.
At Consumers Energy, we believe change is preparing for the worst by putting to work the very best. Change is improving by replacing utility poles and redesigning our substations. Change is commitment to upgrading 1,000 miles of our energy grid every year. And change is confidence, the confidence of knowing when it comes to keeping the lights on, we're always on. Consumers Energy, a force for you, a force of change.
Feeling anxious about your financial future? In today's economic environment, it's important to establish a process for investing with an asset allocation tailored to your own specific needs. Located in Jackson, Michigan, Richmond Brothers is a family-owned registered investment advisor firm making a difference in the world one person at a time with its refreshingly personal approach to financial planning. Richmond Brothers provides personalized investment advice and acts as your co-pilot on your financial journey. In addition to offering wealth management and private equity services, our team provides a personalized roadmap to help folks maintain, use, and grow their wealth so that they may enjoy their life and pay it forward to their family, friends, and community. Learn more today about Richmond Brothers, your financial future. For more information or to schedule a consultation, visit richmondbrothers.com or call 833-435-4040.
If I could be you, and you could be me for just 1 hour. If we could find a way to get inside each other's minds. Walk a mile in my shoes. Walk a mile in my shoes. Well, before you abuse, criticize, and accuse. Walk a mile in my shoes.
Welcome back to the show. Our show today is brought to you by Tri-County Water, the Brokerage House, Southern Michigan Bank and Trust, Minuteman Sewer and Drain, Seymour Ford, and Barker Weber Insurance Agency.
Thank you, sponsors. We've got a big event this weekend. It's the Kentucky Derby.
Oh, I forgot.
And the Aware Derby Party is happening at Veritas in the third floor ballroom. And wear your fancy hat, your fancy tie, you could win
I might go.
a prize for best dressed. And you'll be able to gamble on the horses.
I wonder
and, mint juleps.
Yeah, I wonder if someone has a hat I can borrow.
Oh my gosh. You can make one.
Oh,
you have time to make one.
Yeah, I definitely have time.
The women wear the hats, the men wear the ties, and the seersucker suits.
Well, you're also able to wear a hat if you're a man. And if you watch the Kentucky Derby, you'll see that. Hey, join us tomorrow. Sandy White, Megan McCormick from Jackson County Intermediate School District, Alexa Markham from the Jackson YMCA, and Jennifer and I visit Queens School.
Later today, we hope you can come back at 1 o'clock along with guests Steve Shotwell, Sandra Place, Julie Johnson, Jan Gansel, and Rick Walton, all lined up for later today. Thanks for watching. We'll see you then.